Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another Smartkarma weekly forum. Just a quick reminder, the forum is a high-impact weekly live webinar exclusive for Smartkarma Plus subscribers. During the webinar, we discuss the best, highest conviction insights as surfaced across our network. We dig deep into big themes, and we allow members to ask guest speakers questions directly. Just a reminder of our disclaimer. The forum is strictly for subscribers. It's meant purely for informational purposes. It's not investment advice. It's the opinion not of Smartkarma, but that of our insight providers, and Chatham House rules apply. In case you're wondering where we left in our previous sessions, you can visit our YouTube channel where we post videos of prior forums. You can view them at your own time. You can even share them with your friends who would be interested in learning more about Smartkarma. Today, we're looking at three ideas. First off, we will look at Moderna. This is a very well followed US stock on the platform as well as otherwise. And we're going to look at how Moderna stacks in the face of Omicron fears. Secondly, we will look at Kuaishou, which is a Chinese tech company. It was one of the hottest IPOs when it got listed a couple of years ago. And we will see how it stacks up today. Last but not the least, we will look at CNOOC. This is one of the leading oil companies in China, and we will visit an outright buy thesis on the company. Let's kick off with Moderna. This is a $100 billion market cap company. The stock trades $3.6 billion a day. It touched the highs of nearly $500 earlier in the year, and today the share price is shy of 300. Tina Banerjee is a healthcare specialist analyst on Smartkarma who covers the stock closely. So just a reminder, in case you haven't already heard of Moderna, this is a clinical stage biotech company. They develop mRNA vaccines as well as medicines that can be used for different diseases. Of course, Moderna shot to fame with their vaccine for COVID-19. One of the key advantages is that they have a first mover lead with RNA vaccines. These can be developed faster than viral vector vaccines, as we've seen in the case of COVID-19. There have been some studies to show that the mRNA 1273 vaccine has been shown to be superior than the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine for COVID-19. Now, this is one of many vaccines and drugs that Moderna currently has in its pipeline. It expects delivery of anywhere between 2 to 3 billion doses in 2020. This might get revised upwards due to the fast spread of Omicron and full approval of boosters in major markets that Moderna serves. It has already signed advanced purchase agreements for 2022 and even 2023. With a revenue guidance of anywhere between $17 to $22 billion for next year. If we assume 20 billion to be the midpoint of that range, this is a stock that's trading on about 5 times revenue with a rapidly expanding pipeline of drugs, very, very high free cash flow, and a first mover advantage on the RNA technology. As you can see on the chart on the right-hand side, the interest level on Moderna has really skyrocketed on our platform in recent days. Moving on to Kuaishou Technology, 1024 Hong Kong. This is a Hong Kong listed Chinese tech company. The market cap is $75 billion and it trades just over $225 million a day. Before I move on, you'll notice that ever since listing, we've actually been bearish on the stock. That's shown by the red circles here. But more recently, we've turned bullish as the circles have gone green. First of all, what does this company do? So Kuaishou provides short video and live broadcast content. Think of this as a TikTok that is used to sell products. It's got a growing user base. In its last reported numbers, we saw that daily active users grew by 18%, while monthly active users grew by 20%. The user time on Kuaishou was very close to its nearest competitor, which is Douyin. But in fact, it's grown much faster. One important thing to note is that Kuaishou's users are much younger than Douyin's, and they tend to have a much higher stickiness in the long run. The metric that investors and analysts typically use to value such companies is EV to sales. So on a 2020-22 forecasted EV per sales, Kuaishou is trading on about 2.3 times versus the average of the peer group at 3.4 times. When you look at a more traditional price to sales multiple, again, Kuaishou is trading on 2.7 times versus a peer average of 3.5 times. Ming Lu, who is a Shanghai-based analyst that covers Chinese internet for us, sees a 46% upside in the name from here. And this is a stock that seems to have base formed for the last 2 to 3 months. Last but not the least, we will look at CNOOC, 883 Hong Kong. This is a Chinese oil company. The market cap is $44 billion. It trades $75 million a day, so very actionable. And the analyst that has written on this name recently on Smartkarma is David Blennerhassett. Few things about CNOOC. This is the largest producer of offshore crude oil and nat gas in China. It is also among the largest oil and gas exploration and production companies in the world. It's got an upcoming catalyst. They will soon list CNOOC on the onshore A-share market. Today, as it stands, the company is extremely cashed up and it's trading very, very cheap relative to domestic and international peers. Its trailing EV to EBITDA ratio is a 72% discount. That is a very big discount. Over the last 2 years, its EBITDA has grown almost 40% year on year, which is in line with its peer comps. It's trading on over 7% dividend yield, which means you get paid to wait. So this is what one would call a highly contrarian, but very actionable idea that pays to wait. With that, I will conclude today's forum. This also happens to be the last forum for 2021. We will reconvene in the second week of January 2022. And we hope to bring you many more high conviction ideas and themes from across Smartkarma. With that, I want to wish you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and wish you and your families to be safe and healthy. Thank you very much.